All right. Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising, figs. Rise and shine, as I like to say, man. Because it's like you gotta rise and you gotta shine, man. That's just how it's gotta go. You gotta rise and shine, dude. Um, yeah, yeah. Got an interesting topic for you guys today that I just thought of just a few moments before we began, and it's about mental health, y'all. Like there's a lot of different things that we talk about as far as burnout and um, being stressed out, depression, and things like that. And I was really thinking about that. I had a couple conversations um, over the past couple days of things of that nature, right? And I really started to dive in to think about, okay, what does that really what does that really mean? Like, what is that really about? What is it really talking about? Your mental health is the stuff that's going on up here, right? And so if your mental health, let's think about this. If your mental health pretty much governs everything that you do, it takes more than just breaks. It takes more than just the occasional vacation. It takes more than just finding time for yourself and relaxing. It's actually a much bigger consideration that we need to look at. Okay. And it has to do with everything. Every single thing that we do governs your mental health. And that's the food that you eat, that's the shows that we watch, that's the being on social media, the TikToks. That's everything, y'all. It's every single thing goes into your mental health. And I believe that's why people maybe get stuck on medication, or they get stuck in these loops of depression and feeling unworthy and insecure and all of these things. It's because it's much more than just being stressed out by your job. It's much, much more than that, y'all. It's everything that we're actually doing as well. Everything that we're doing to ourselves, that we're allowing ourselves to consume, all of the different foods. And I get it. There's a lot of stuff going on to where you can't guard against all of it at this point in time, which is why I'm so adamant about creating a new way of living, man, a new environment, is because the foundation that we have built in this system is off base, y'all. It is completely off base. A lot of it is still stems off of greed, y'all. A lot of it still stems off of people wanting all of this, you know, fame, fortune, blah, 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 for themselves, and kind of, nah, I don't want everybody to have this. And that's it's the wrong way to go about it, y'all. It's like most of these entrepreneurs and I guarantee you a lot of them will be like, no, no, no. I'm telling you, dude. A lot of them want the position and the way that they're positioned. They want that to be that way. Otherwise, which is why Imma completely flip the script, dude, and we'll see. We'll just see when it happens. Imma completely flip the script, dude, because it it needs to be first of all, people need to be thoroughly educated, right? And I get it. There's gonna be some who just don't want it. There's gonna be some who just don't appreciate what's going on. That's unfortunate, but that's also a part of just the pressure and the suppression of life and the way it's been designed. The way life has been designed right now is you have to pay for this, you have to do this, you have to do that. Right? And it's like that contradicts the entire scope of you've been gifted this life because it don't feel like a gift. And that's what throws you into some of those thought processes of depressive states and stuff like that, is because it don't feel like a gift. It feels like an obligation. And if you go through life feeling like it's an obligation, I have to live, I have to do this to live, I have to do that to live, that's completely backwards from the way it was designed. All right. That's why I'm so adamant about biblical principles and the Bible and the Jesus way of living and all of that stuff, is because it's to switch all of this stuff up, y'all. It's to switch it, it's to turn it around. Okay? It's to turn it around. Most people get into major issues and major stuff because through upbringing, something happened in between that timeline of them being a child, growing up, to where they felt the need to take, gimme, gimme, gimme. I gotta, this must, I have to snatch this, or I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, or I gotta, steal to survive, or I gotta, like, why? There's no purpose in that, y'all. There is no purpose at all in that. You don't feel purpose. You're there's no purpose in, oh yeah, I'm gonna, build up to 1,000 clients and blah blah blah. It's like that's not real purpose, dude. It's really not, y'all. It's really not. And when we need to really, really start thinking about how we can really start changing the way this stuff is going. And the only way we can do that, y'all, in within ourselves, and allowing God to do his process in the meantime, is we need to start really looking into these things. Why are there, I'm going through this app that I added to the program, and I scan a lot of my food, and why are there a lot of additives in certain foods? Why? It's like, for what? For what? Oh, because we want to make it last longer. That's all a part of greed, y'all. And this is because this is a mental health issue, y'all. This is a mental health issue. Most people that are in higher positions and blah blah blah, they have a mental health issue. That's what this is. It's a this globally, there's a mental health problem of greed. That's the mental health problem, because that's the only way that makes sense to people is, oh well, we got to make it last longer to get more people to buy it, or for it so it to last longer on the shelf so that it can sell more, or whatever the case may be. That's ridiculous. So you're saying I'm doing this disregarding other human beings and their well-being so that I can get more income, or so that this can be cheaper for me, which is basically so I can get more income, right? Something's wrong with that. And that needs to be called out all the time. Something's wrong with that. From I mean, the cereal that we selling to kids, to cookies, to cakes, to regular food, to soups, to all of this stuff, y'all. All of this stuff stems from people saying, "Yo, I got to get mine." That's a problem. That's a global mental health problem. I should not have to be spending so much time at the grocery store looking at different foods, scanning different foods, and being like, dang, this got some questionable additives to it. Don't want to get that. Oh, this got questionable additives to it. Don't want to get that. It's like, what? What is really going on here, y'all? What is really going on here? But it's and now because of the way it's been set up, you're gonna have to put in work. You're gonna have to put in work because that's what I'm doing. It's spending me way more time. I'm spending way more time in the grocery stores than I ever would have ever because I need to monitor what's in the food. Why should I have to do that? Why should I have to do that? Does that make any sense, y'all? These companies are ran by people. These companies are ran by people, y'all. I'm going to do my best, my utmost because I'm technically in it right now. I'm technically in it right now. It's like a lot of what I do and the way I'm trying to position myself, the way I'm using my income right now is to help others, right? When somebody really needs help, they hit me up. I'm like, I got you, right? That's what this is about. So, and is there a measure of sacrifice in that? Yeah. Do I want to take a bunch of trips and just be on a beach and blah blah blah? Sure. Sure. Yeah. That's a thing. But even at the end of the day of that, that's going to get old. The fulfillment is in serving others, y'all, in helping each other. That is how we're designed. And if you want some truth, look up what dirt's made out of and then look up what we're made out of. It's the same fundamental properties, y'all. So if we're made from the earth, like it says biblically, from the dust you are, if we're made from the earth, we need to take care of this place. That's one of our first missions. The second is, or the next mission doesn't have to be in a particular order, is taking care of each other. The other one is making sure we're taking care of ourselves and our families. Food grows on the earth. Yeah. Food grows on the earth. If we all taught each other how to farm, this would not be a we wouldn't be having this conversation. It's like for some reason the bugs and the way here's what I'm gonna draw some attention to too. Check this out. The reason why, and I don't even know this for a fact, I can just it just makes sense, right? So I'm gonna go into this realm. Let's think about why are there pesticides and stuff like that that they add to the crops. Well, there must be some reason for it, right? There must be some reason for it. And you would think, "Oh, okay, well, because, sometimes the bugs and everything, they eat the crops and that messes everything up," right? Again, but if you think about it, it's it's surrounding greed, man. It's surrounding greed. More and more and more, let's pump the chickens up. Let's pump the chickens up. And it's like, okay, look, man. Look. Um y- if something is wrong because bugs are on the earth, dude. Right? Bugs are a part of the earth, dude. There's no getting around that, right? Bugs are a part of the earth. So if they're a part of this system and they're not behaving accordingly, something's wrong. Point blank period. Something is off. because this is a cycle. It's a machine, dude. It's a cyclic machine of things. The water cycle is the same. The sun and moon cycle is the same. All of that stuff is the same, and it works. But if something is off, that's when stuff starts to go awry. And usually it has to do with what we're doing, how we're affecting the planet. Because if we all decided to bounce, and I don't know this, right? But I truly believe the earth would be able to take care of itself with the animals. But then again, probably not. Why? Because we're here too. We're a part of that system. We're a part of that system. So it's up to us to find out how to best work together. If something is off, we need to figure out what is wrong. Not put these additives or band-aids or quick fixes, temporary fixes on the planet, y'all. Is to really dive in and try and find deeper solutions. But that's a lot of work, and people don't wanna do the work. They wanna take shortcuts, and they wanna get the little benefit for the shortcuts. And I get it, man. That's a process you gotta learn through. Right? That's a process we all gotta learn through, but I think over time, human beings, I think we know that. I think we know that it takes time to build muscle, and before you actually look different and you transform, um, you have to work out consistently, right? I think we all know that. Fundamentally, that's how this works. There's no getting around it. It's a universal law. It's a universal law. So again, how does this play into mental health, y'all? How does this play into mental health? Because mentally, we need to take a stand on making sure we protect this planet ourselves, and the understanding of we need to help each other. Help, 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 help. We need to all help and collectively help, man. We need to start trying to fix this stuff. It's been messed up for a while, and I can even piggyback off of that. When a person that, you know, abuses their body with too much food and too much eating or too much addiction of drugs or whatever the case may be, you go through a withdrawal period. You go through a different time period where you have to do a lot of extra work to make up for all of that damage. Right? When people are really big, they gotta get skin cut off. When people are really addicted, they gotta go through this process of withdrawal, and then getting back clean and making sure they stay clean and getting off of the stuff. Like, that's how this works, y'all. That's how it works. And that's how this process is gonna look. And I get it. A lot of people don't wanna go through that process. 'Cause it don't feel good. It's like, well, it's all messed up. Just let it be messed up. And then that's what a lot of people do, especially with food. It's like, nope, I'm already big, man. Let me just keep eating it. It's over. Like, skip it. I'm just going out like this. And it's like, don't do that, man. That's part of your mental health. That's part of your mental health, because there's no way you can operate to your optimal efficiency thinking like that subconsciously in the back of your mind, being like, you know what, it's over anyway. I'm not finna work out. I'm not finna try and get this body back right. Like, skip that. That's gonna be too hard. That's the reality of it, y'all. That's the reality of what people be saying. That's part of your mental health, man. That's part of your mental health, y'all. That's what I'm saying. It's way, way deeper, dude. It's way deeper than just, I'm depressed or blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, let's figure out why. Let's start really diving into your thought processes and really figure out what is going on here. And it's just gonna take some people to really just be like, dude, you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice my time, my energy to start spinning the world back the way it's the way it's supposed to spin, man. It's spinning backwards right now. It's spinning backwards right now. And it's gonna be a hot minute before we get it back going the way it's supposed to go. And I don't even know for the future, for a little bit of my future, I'm just willing to fight for it, man. I'm just willing to fight for it. I'm willing to talk about it. Ain't nobody talking about this, man. Don't nobody even care about this, y'all. And that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna continue to come on here to bring awareness to it, even if it's just 2 to 3 people. God, he'll find the people that need to hear it. And I know that there can be great change even in just one person that can affect a multitude. I've seen it happen before. So, um, yeah, just make sure, y'all. Make sure you are really diving into what's going on with you inside internally. What have you been eating? What have you been watching? You know what I mean? And really, 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 really figure that stuff out, y'all. Figure that stuff out. And again, that's why I'm so adamant about um I'm so adamant about focusing on the good and only having positive information. Why? Because we because the bogus information is unavoidable. So you better take it upon yourself to feed yourself as much positive information as humanly possible because you're already fighting against the grain. And people are like, "Oh, that toxic positivity, blah blah blah." It's like, dude, yeah, yeah. It's I'm gonna overwhelm myself with positivity. Why? Because there's so much negativity out here. I don't have to look for it. It will find me. You don't have to look for it, y'all. It will find you. Negative information will find you. Negative behaviors, people, places will find you. That's why I say no, focus on the good because the world's spinning backwards. It's spinning freaking backwards, dude. It's time to spin it back the other way. It's supposed to be more positive than negative. Toxic positivity, what does that mean? What does that even mean, dude? How does that even, that's an oxymoron. That doesn't make any sense at all to me. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm finna go into a realm where I'm like, yep, I only want to see positive stuff 100%. Yeah, because the negative stuff is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. So there has to be an onslaught of, yo, give me every positive thing I can get. Because as I said, I'm about to start doing the Friday videos of the good news. Yo, I'm looking at the stuff on the news feed, y'all. Y'all, you don't have to look far. You don't have to look far. I look at your phone right now, and your first thing I guarantee you is going to be something negative, dude. If I pull up my news feed right now on my phone, the first internet story I look at, it's gonna be something stupid. It's look, man. Look, soon as I open the phone, 3 strategies to stop a gaslighter in their tracks. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like it's designed to mess you up, dude. And we did it, man. And we did it, man. It's up to us to fix it. Just like if you overate and whatever the case may be, even if say your parents made you overeat, right? Say whoever your caregiver made you overeat. right? And they was literally saying, no, you better eat this or I'm gonna, and they was really, really on you like that, right? By the time you grow up and you get on your own, guess what, dude? It's up to you now to change all of that. That's the reality of it. It sucks. Yeah, it does. It does suck. It's like, that's weak. I had to go through that. But now you got the opportunity to change it. And it's up to you to change it. It's up to us to change this, y'all. Yes, I don't care. I don't care whose fault it is no more, dude. I'm just trying to get it going the way it needs to go. So that's why I'm come on here, man, because I'm looking for the people that's willing to join that mission. I'm looking for people that's willing to join that mission, man. That's really like, yo, we got to make some changes, dude. We got to start fixing this, right? That's who I'm looking for. That's the legendary few, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the legendary few, y'all. It's not gonna be a whole lot of us, but I guarantee you, that's something that God can get behind. I guarantee that. All right. So yeah, that's all I got for today, y'all. Okay, that's all I got for right now. Let's see here. Yeah, we only no 100%. Let me see. We got some of the comments here. Grand Rising Zach, Mike, what's up, man? Let's see. What would happen if we researched the effect on how all the additives combined impact our DNA? I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's like, oh, and some of them actually, let me look it up because some of them are like mildly harmful. You know what I mean? It's like, why? Why is it even mildly? Why? Like, why, dude? Because anything natural ain't gonna be harmful at all. Let me see. Look, so I was looking at, we was trying to get some garlic bread the other day, right? Garlic bread. It's like, oh, this is terrible. It's got 7 additives. 7 additives. And what this app says, it says additives contains additives to avoid. But it's the Texas toast garlic bread though, right? There's 5 that have no risk. There's 1 that has a limited risk and 1 that has a moderate risk. Let's just look at what the moderate risk is. Now let's look at the limited risk. Limited risk. Let's look at limited risk. Calcium proportionate. No, I said that wrong. Calcium propionate. Propionate. I think that's how I said it. It's a preservative. Extends the product's shelf life. This additive is used as a preservative and has been approved as a safe ingredient by the EFSA. However, a recent clinical study has shown that propionic acid may impact certain metabolic parameters. And then the other one, the moderate risk, right? It's a texturizing agent, provides consistency, maintains or modifies the texture of the product. Look at this. This additive is generally used as an emulsifier. Emulsifiers are believed to disrupt the intestinal flora and to increase the risk of autoimmune disorders, allergies, and inflammatory diseases. What? And it's a texturizing. It's just to make the toast look like the toast. It's just to make the toast look like the toast. Is it that serious, dude? Is it that serious to make the toast look like the toast? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I think it's deeper than greed. We need to ask why a lot of those additives are illegal in other countries. Yep, yep, yep. It all changes our DNA, calcifies our pineal. Sorry, I'm getting yeah, man. No, this is what I mean. Again, I'm here to bring awareness, man. It's again, people they gonna be like, well, what you gonna do? A lot of people that probably came across this video is like, oh yeah, Kev talking about that again. Like, what you gonna do? Imma show you. That's exactly what Imma do is Imma show you. Imma do the very best I can to change things. That's exactly what Imma do, because this is nonsense. This is freaking nonsense, dude. It's total nonsense, man. And I'm like, "Who set this up, man? What did they start doing this for, dude?" Not caring about people at all. Like, "Yep, we gonna put this in the grocery store and say you can eat it." And help sometimes just comes from bringing awareness to something. Hey, hey, that's what's up, Zach. That's what's up, Zach. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. I'd rather fight and die than live in a world ran by evil. Man, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, just barely scratching the surface. So, I'll put this information out there on the internet waves, man, for people to catch it if they can. Um, again, this all plays into your mental health, man. This all plays into your mental health, dude, because we're not thinking as clearly as we possibly can. Simply because who said this is okay? They're mentally ill. You got to be mentally ill. You got to be, right? Emulsifiers are believed to disrupt the intestinal flora and increase the risk of autoimmune disorders, allergies, and inflammatory diseases. And this is in your good old garlic bread, your good old Texas toast that tastes so good. Come on, man. Come on, man. Here's the deal. I'm looking for support so that I can start making the changes, so that we can start making the changes. It really ain't about just me, y'all. It really ain't about just me, dude. I'm just one of the people that's like, okay, is anybody gonna step up to start making these changes? There are a few people out there, which is why I said I'm gonna start bringing that to light on Fridays. There are people out there, but at the end of the day, it's not enough, man. It's not enough, y'all. We need more. And I'm stepping into that realm. Like, yep, time to go. Time to do it. Superhero work. Told you I wanted to be a superhero, and now it's come down to this. Now it's come to this, to where I'm like, oh, okay. So this is what I'm gonna be known for. Let's see. Trying to crawl my way out of depression, etc., means being brutally honest with oneself, self-discovery, enlightenment, knocked off a bunch of scabs. It's been a hard and ongoing struggle for me. And it is, you know what I mean? It is. If you listen to a few of my last videos, I'll be saying that. It's like, be really, really ridiculously honest with yourself. It's like, okay, am I trying to get money? It's like, yes. But then you got to break down why. And it's like, oh, because of the fundamental system that we've set up for ourselves. Okay, so is there a way to change that, or are you just gonna lay down and be like, nope, nope, it's too many of them, it's too many, man? I'm like, nope, I'm running through whole armies, let's go Rambo. I'm like, let's go straight Rambo, dude. Like, I'm tired of it, man. And as long as I'm here, I'm gonna do my best to bring awareness to it and try and do something about it. Straight up, straight up. Everything that we can, everything that I can in my personal power. And right now, this is what I feel commissioned to do, to bring awareness to this stuff, to help people to think like, no, guys, we can do this. We can do this. We just need to collectively get together, man. That's why I'm building Mindset Matters. All right. Because that's what matters. That's the mental health. That's what's important, is the way that we're thinking about all of this stuff. Because somebody that is creating this freaking toast for it to have additives in there that might cause you to be sick, they're not thinking. They're not thinking. That's all. They're just trying to get the money to survive for whatever they got to do, right? And it's like, dude, come on, man. Come on, man. We got to put a stop to this. We got to start putting a stop to it ASAP. ASAP. But yeah, I don't want meds and BS, mental health, sleep, gut biome, exercise. It's all intertwined. Anger, bitterness at life. They sabotage your growth and ability to love oneself and others. Yes, man, because that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff is set up. It's man, that's messed up, dude. It is messed up, man. But instead of being like, oh, F them and F that and blah blah blah, it's just like, man, let's just start trying to fix it. If we overwhelmingly come up and start being like, we about to fix this, they're gonna have to jump on board, man. They're gonna have to jump on board, y'all. And that's all I'm saying. It's like, let's get the numbers, man. All right. Let's get the people together that really want to start creating some change. Know that it's gonna be some work. It's gonna be some uphill battles. It's gonna be some fighting against the grain. But it can be done. It can be done, dude. I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is possible. 100%. It's simple mathematics, man. Get enough people to push the mission. Let's do it. So yeah, always remember, y'all. Always remember, mindset matters. Mindset matters more than anything else. That is why all of this stuff is the way it is. Okay, and we have the power to fix it. All right. I really, really appreciate you guys. Love you guys for being on here. Focus on the good. Man, share this, y'all. Share this, man. Share the awareness of what we need to do, man. Let's start getting some people to think critically, all right, of how can we actually change this? How can we actually start making this go in a better trajectory? All right. Straight up, man. What is the like it just share the video, dude. Just share the video, right? It's like, just share the content, right? It's like, it's upbuilding, it's encouraging. Just share it, dude. Share it, like it, subscribe to the YouTube, all of that stuff. It's like, unless you really don't believe in what I'm talking about, unless you really don't like what I'm talking about, unless you really don't think what I'm talking about is possible, then don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, skip it. But outside of that, it's like, I'm trying to spread awareness out here. So just think about that, y'all. Love you guys. See, Johnny, you got it, man. I'm not gonna repeat this last message you sent, dog. But yeah, man, you are getting better. That's what I do know. You're getting better, man. Love you, man. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Anytime. Out.